I went on to Amazon Prime. I was like, you know what, let me see if there are any documentaries on Yahweh. So went in the search bar, typed in Yahweh, that came up. Went out and shared it on my platform. That was my night. In terms of the backlash or what people call it, we're in 2022. History is not supposed to be hidden from anybody. And I'm not a divisive person when it comes to religion. I embrace all walks of life. You see it on all my platforms. I talk to all races, all cultures, all religions. And my response would be, it's not about educating yourself on what Semitism is and what anti-Semitism is. It's really about learning the root words of where these come from and understanding that this is an African heritage that is also belonging to the people. Africa is in it, whether we want to dismiss it or not. So the claims of anti-Semitism and who are the original chosen people of God, and we go into these religious conversations and it's a big no-no. I don't live my way like that. I don't live my life that way. Excuse me. I grew up in a melting pot, and I say a melting pot of all races: white, black, red, yellow, Jewish, Christian, Muslim, and you can see the way I live my life now. I'm not here to be divisive, so they could push their agenda. I don't want to say they, because I'm not identifying any one group or race of people, but I'm in a unique position to have a level of influence on my community, and what I post does not mean that I support everything that's being said or everything that's being done, or I'm campaigning for anything. All I do is post things for my people in my community and those that it's actually going to impact. Anybody else that has criticism, it obviously wasn't meant for them.
Hopefully I'm understanding what you said, and I want to make sure I get it right because I don't want to misquote any part of it.
I don't expect understanding from a media conglomerate group that sincerely talks about the game of basketball, and then we bring up religion as if it's correlative at times when it's convenient for people to bring it up. So please just be direct with your question, so we can move on from this and I could talk about the game and go home to my son, Elohim, and my wife, Marlene, okay?
Am I to take it that this was, what you shared was not something that you've even watched? This was, you did watch it, or either watch it or read it?
I had a lot of time last year to read a lot. Read a whole bunch. Good and bad about the truth of our world.
So then do you, I guess, understand or not understand those that might imply that that work had anti-Semitic leanings in it? I only ask this because the tweet is still up there, so I
We're in 2022. It's on Amazon, a public platform. Whether you want to go watch it or not is up to you. There's things being posted every day. I am no different than the next human being, so don't treat me any different. You guys come in here and make up this powerful influence I have over top of the adultery of, oh, you cannot post that. Why not? Why not? I don't hear uproar on that. I'm not here to be divisive on what's going on this or that. I'm not comparing Jews to blacks. I'm not comparing white to black. I'm not doing that. That conversation is dismissive, and it constantly revolves around the rhetoric of who are the chosen people of God. And I'm not here to argue over a person or a culture or religion on what they believe. No, this is what is here. It's on a public platform. Did I do anything illegal? Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Did I do anything illegal? Did I hurt anybody? Did I harm anybody? Am I going out and saying that I hate one specific group of people? So out of all the judgment that people got from me posting, I just, without talking to me, and then I respect what Joe said, but there has a lot to do with the not ego or pride of how proud I am to be an African heritage, but also to be living as a free black man here in America, knowing the historical complexities for me to get here. So I'm not going to stand down on anything that I believe in. I'm only going to get stronger because I'm not alone. I have a whole army around me.
Kyrie, while we're on the topic of promotion, why did you decide to promote something that Alex Jones said?
That was a few weeks ago. I do not stand with Alex Jones' position, narrative, court case that he had with Sandy Hook, or any of the kids that felt like they had to relive trauma, or parents that had to relive trauma, or to be dismissive to all the lives that were lost during that tragic event. My post was a post from Alex Jones that he did in the early 90s or late 90s about secret societies in America of occults, and it's true. So I wasn't identifying with anything of being a campaignist for Alex Jones or anything. I was just there to post. And it's funny, And it's actually hilarious because out of all the things I posted that day, that was the one post that everyone chose to see. It just goes back to the way our world is and works. I'm not here to complain about it. I just exist.
And to follow up on the promotion of the movie and the book,
Can you please stop calling it a promotion? What am I promoting?
put it out on your platform.
But I'm promoting it? Do you see me doing, do you see me
By
in front of
putting it out there,
the
people
title?
are going to say that you are
Yeah, I put it out there just like you put things out there, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's not
You put
stuff,
things out there for a living, right?
right? But my stuff
Great.
is
So
not
let's move on.
filled
Let's
with
move on.
anti-Semitic
Let's
stuff.
move on. Don't dehumanize me up here.
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
another
You're
human
free
being.
to post
I can post whatever I want. So
can post
say that and shut it down and move on to the next question.
But Kyrie, you have to understand that by
I don't have to understand anything from you.
But it's
Nothing.
not me.
Nothing.
By
It's no
posting
people that
what
you're
you
making up,
did,
bro. Move on.
But by posting
Move
what
on.
you
Next
did,
question.
Anybody
Next question. Do
is
you guys
gonna
have any
look
more
at
questions
it,
for
and
me?
they're going to say,
You guys have any more
does he have
questions? Because this is going to be a
anti-Semitic
clip. This is going to be a clip that he's going to marvel at. Is this any more questions?
But you're not answering the question.
Oh, this is another answering your question. Oh my God, let's make another Instagram clip so we could be famous again. Next question.
Kyrie, basketball.
It being important to build on that defense and getting back to your habits and getting to your good spots, how would you just describe the defensive effort and the mindset of the team tonight?
It was a disaster. I mean, how else do you say it? I mean, I didn't see the will, didn't see the desire, or the connectivity necessary to get stops and get rebounds.
Following up on that, I mean, you're usually in here. 2 questions very quickly. What was the message that you were imparting to the team after?
That was it. You know, we just got to make a bigger commitment. It's got to mean more, and we got to care more.
And obviously, you've talked repeatedly about, making sure that the team is staying together and not pulling away from the game plan defensively. I mean, are you worried that somehow your message is just simply not getting through? I know you're repeating it. Are you concerned that they're not hearing it?
No, they're hearing it. I mean, they're arguing with each other about missing coverages and the lack of communication out there. So, just too many errors on top of lack of effort at times. And, sometimes it's not even about schemes. It's about fighting, whether it's, any defense, if you're letting a guy run in and grab an offensive rebound unopposed, I mean, it's hard to get stops. They're just going to get 2 or 3 chances at the basket.
Coach, where do you guys go from here?
We have to look deep inside ourselves and what we want to do. What do we want to accomplish? Do we want to give up on this because it's been difficult early? Or do we want to stay the course and start to build something? We've had a lot of really good days here early in the season. And, when we've lost a couple games and it's shook our mentality hard. And, we're not seeing the same competitive spirit, same purpose. And if we don't clean that up, it's not going to get better. That's the only way to get out of difficult positions is to have character and competitive spirit.
Steve, you talked about the lack of will. I mean, Indiana came in, I think, only 10, 11 guys, no Miles Turner. Do you think some of that maybe was from overlooking them, or did that come from somewhere else?
That's a good question. I mean, anyway, you slice it. When you're 1-4, you got an opportunity to win a basketball game. Offensively, there's not really too many problems. I think we shot 36 from 3, but, it was a night where we had a ton of good looks. Could have been up 15 or more at the half, and we gave them 20 points in the last 4 minutes, 19 points in the last 4 minutes of the half. Just took our foot off the gas, and then their confidence was high. Obviously, they shot it exceptionally well, but there's still got to be a point where you say enough's enough. If you can make threes, but we're going to make it hard on you. We're not going to give you any rebounds. We're not going to lose our matchups in transition so that you're wide open, lining it up when you've already made 23s in a game.
Steve, you talked about the belief and the will. You're in there every day with them. Do you get the sense that